We're the building shed, so we start early. So I'm in the office at 7:30. Typical day, I don't finish till 6 o'clock, 6:30. I finish my contract at 4:30.
Just to get that in there.
Yes. We're massive on social value. We're an Oldham company, so we always put back into Oldham. It's a lot of the tendering process now.
And do the local authorities then publish the amount of social value that's been delivered back in, say, for Oldham? Is all this stuff just being done and put in a box? Just putting that in there as your accountant.
No, yeah.
Welcome to the Ledger Lounge. This week we've got a special guest here, Zack Mahar from Rowan Ashworth Construction, or Rowan Ashworth Civils,
Yes.
whichever way around it is. So, hello, Zack.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us. We've been working with you nearly probably 12 months, or almost 12 months, I think. And hopefully the way we're working has helped you and the business. I know you work closely with Katie as well.
Yes. I was on the phone.
And then I normally go, Matthew. Let me just check that with Matthew.
As you probably know, it's not just one business with us. It's not the easiest, is it? Sometimes.
I mean, it is now because we know them all. So.
Yeah.
But at first it was every week that we'd have an appointment. It'd be, we've got this other business as well, and we'd be like,
yeah, that's how
it was a bit like peeling an onion.
It was.
Well, Matthew created this A3 chart, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I was like, how many businesses do they have?
I know. That's ruined that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we could have carried on the way we was going. It was just a nightmare.
Yeah, I think that working with us means that we can see your data, and the data is up to date, and everything is real time in there. Xero's a really useful tool for that.
Yeah,
and it's because we can see it and you can. Some people probably still do it now, where they'll book an appointment with their accountant because they've got a page full of questions for them.
Yeah,
you just ring us up and say, I'm trying to do this on Xero. How do I do it? And we can
well,
tell
that was
him
one
over
of the
the
first
phone,
things
or
that I
we
said
can.
to you.
Yeah,
I said, all we want is someone who can just be at the end of the phone.
Yeah.
I don't want to book a meeting in and wait just to tell me one simple question, which you could just talk me through on the phone.
Yeah.
With our old accountant, it was hard work sometimes. With yourselves on Xero, it's like you say, it's live.
Yeah.
All the data is live, and previously we was just basically using it as a bookkeeping service. But with yourself now, it's an actual accounting software.
It's using
the way
it as it should be.
So with the construction industry, with the CIS module on there, it's much easier. And because I help run another company, which is Traffic Care, using that module on there, it helps me out massively without just adding credit notes here and there for CIS. And you don't know where you are. And by the time, at the end of it.
I mean, we had a challenge, didn't we, reconciling that account anyway?
We certainly did, yes. Because that's something, again, only came in March 25, wasn't it? On the traffic management side of things that CIS applied to it. Previously, it didn't. No. So, again, using the right tools
helps massively.
Yeah.
You know where you're at.
What we wanted to do was just explore a little bit about you, Rowan Ashworth Construction. I don't think anybody who has been in Oldham Town Centre can fail to notice the amount of work that's gone on there, and the vans and the wagons have been about there. And I think it all just looks fantastic at the moment, doesn't it?
Yes, we're everywhere in Oldham at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been in Oldham Town Centre and looked at the new market and the Loom Room, we went to an event there the other week. It was fantastic.
Yeah. We've just finished all the work outside for them at the market,
Oh, in Parliament Square?
Yes. We've done all that, yeah.
So, Rowan Ashworth, how long have you been there? How did you get involved?
Well, yeah, it's coming up to 5 years this year. My dad's worked there since 2007. He's always been around. I remember when he first bought the farm up there, and I remember going at a weekend doing the concreting with him while I was at school in 6 weeks holidays. So I've always known Rowan. And then I just got a phone call one day off my dad and he said, we need somebody in the office. So I said, doing what? He went, well, I don't know. You'll have to speak to Rowan. So I was like, well, I need to know what it was, because at the time I was leaving my current job and I was applying for another job. So it kind of worked out at the right time. When I got there wasn't really a job description. They just needed somebody in the office to pick all the pieces up.
Yeah, it was.
So I just turned up the week before Christmas it was. I ended up going on the Christmas do on the Friday, and I started on the Monday after.
So you've gone on the Christmas do before me.
Just to get to know everybody first. So.
I bet that was probably easier though.
Yeah,
wasn't
I think it broke it
actually-
up.
Yeah.
The way it happened.
Yeah.
I got to know everyone and had a drink first, and then
Sounds a bit like my route into accountancy, that when I left school and I didn't know what to do. And my mother spoke to our next door neighbour who wanted somebody in the office.
Yeah.
And it was, similar sort of thing.
I didn't know what I wanted to do because I'd worked at bookies for years, like since I was 18. And I worked my way up pretty high. And I was running quite a few stores at once, overseeing them. And then I just said, they had a massive restructure, and I just said, this isn't for me anymore. So when they did the restructure, I was looking elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I actually got a job at HMRC. I had to go through like the 4 interview stages they had. And then I finally got the job, and that's when my dad rang me up and was like, there's a job just at the farm with us in the office. I was like, so I went up and had it weren't an interview as such, it was just a bit of a chat. And the job for HMRC was at Salford in the new offices, so I said, I'd rather just be 5 minutes up the road.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm getting really up there. So
in those sliding door moments, instead of welcoming you into the ledger lounge, we could have been barricading the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a bit of a background about Rowan Ashworth. Do you know when did it actually start?
Rowan started it in 1996, actually before I was born. I think he got some money off his friend, got a digger, and ended up just paying it off. He got a bit of a loan to get this first machine, and then started as like a one-man band. Worked his way up in 2001, which is 25 years this year. He set up his limited company, just took off from there. Got a few more lads working for him, and then managed to secure some contracts with like the council and Tameside, Kirklees. Did quite a lot of private jobs. Just worked his way up, and then it kind of took off massively in 2021 when I first started. Just before I started, they managed to secure a framework, which is the Accessible Oldham framework for Oldham Council. It just took off massively then. So the now managing director, Anthony, he started that year, a couple of months before me. We just had to get everybody on board to pull this framework out of the bag. We managed to do it because it's our last year now. But
Brilliant.
yeah, so it's grown massively since, like as I said.
So it's like a 5-year framework.
Yeah, so when I was younger, I remember my dad just doing odd jobs there and there with Rowan.
Right.
And now it's massive schemes.
Not
all
enough
over.
time in the week to do it either,
No,
probably.
no.
That transition takes some doing as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, so we've had to
brings its
like
challenges.
That's it. Like with the, we've had to bring people on board to do. We've got a full-time employed health and safety guy. We never had that before. The directors before used to just do the health and safety between them. We used to get consultancy every now and then, but we've got a full-time guy. We've had to get accreditation, so ISO accredited. The amount of accreditations we have to get just to get these contracts. I know I've spoken to you about it before. It's just it's amazing what you have to have just to get through the door.
That's right. And then there seems to be a new one every 6 months.
This is it. Trying to keep up with the times, it's hard, but we've got there.
What's a typical day like for you then in the office? I mean, I know we've just had a bit of a chat beforehand, and you were a bit
Still
stressed.
doing everything.
I think, as I say, like when I first got the job, it was just like, yeah, you're just in the office. I was like, well, what am I actually doing? And I think as the years have gone on, I've just accumulated job after job after job. So my official role is finance director, but that's not just what I do. I'm the transport manager, majority of all the HR, training, everything you can think of. We're the building trade, so we start early. So I'm in the office at 7:30. Typical day, I don't finish till 6 o'clock, 6:30. I finish my contract at 4:30.
Just to get that in there.
Yes. Yeah, it's just constantly busy. Like I said today, it's just was always one thing after another.
Don't you find though that whilst it's a good sized business with a lot of employees, you are a small business still running fairly lean as regards the
we are very lean in the office on that side. Yeah,
and so you do end up doing everything.
Yeah.
And it's unavoidable, I think.
I think it's different as well. Like when you've got a part of the company now, it's like you want to make sure you're not spending it on this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So you look at it, it's your money, isn't it? And
of course.
You don't. You'd rather not employ somebody to do something than you do it yourself.
Yeah.
So Zach's staying till 8 now.
Yeah. As long as the value you get from doing it yourself, exceeds the value
of outsourcing it.
of outsourcing it.
Yeah.
Just putting that in there as your accountant.
No, yeah. Definitely, yeah.
Rowan Ashworth have got loads of different contracts. Are there any that you get passionate about?
I think it's predominantly the public realm stuff.
Yeah.
Like the accessible Oldham framework that we've done in the town centre, and more recently we've just done like a mugger pitch for a primary school.
Oh, right.
It was just that they just had a football pitch, grass, and we've turned it into this full forecourt mugger pitch. So they can use it for multiple sports: basketball, netball, cricket, football, everything. And after obviously that was done, we've had feedback from the school, like the children absolutely love it. And just jobs like that where you see the outcome of it. Like in the town centre now, we've done the park part of the accessible Oldham job, like outside McDonald's and Boots. When you walk past now and the kids are playing it every day, I think that's the more contracts we're passionate about, as the
they're the bits that make a
public
difference rather
realm
than
jobs.
just
Go and fill in a pothole and
Yes.
bigger jobs like that.
I suppose this is where social impact comes in, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what a lot of
This is it, yeah.
tenders and a lot of construction companies, when they are tendering, have to.
It's a massive part of tendering now.
They have to sort of. I don't want to say comply with, because it feels like
It's commitment.
it's a tick box, but it's quite a good way, I think, of the main contractors, the councils or local authorities, actually getting a little bit of stuff that does make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. Which we understand. Like we're massive on social value.
Yeah.
We always, obviously, we're an Oldham company, so we always put back into Oldham. Like with this tendering process, it's a lot of the tendering process now. It's a massive stake in it. So obviously, you get the price, the quality, like the questions and stuff, but the social value impact on it now is massive. I think it's like 40% on some of the tenders.
Really?
Price is only like 20, 30 on some of the tenders.
Okay. Yeah.
Depending on which tender it is. So you have to be on it with your social value. So we actually employ a social value officer.
Right.
Again, we've learned when we started the accessible Oldham job in 21, we needed someone full-time to do it. He takes over all that and he has to report everything onto the TOMS website, which is like government standard for tendering in the UK.
Is it themes, outcomes and measures?
Yeah,
I think TOMS.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
So his role is to report to them.
Yeah, so it goes off, he has to report like the monetary value,
Right.
time allocated, employees that we have in Oldham, local suppliers that we've used, and it's all marked off there, and then it gives you like a value of what you've done.
Right.
So within the scheme, the full accessible Oldham schemes, there's smaller schemes within that, and we have to track everything for each job, because each job has its own contract, so we have to wait within that contract.
Because that was something I wasn't wholly aware of before we started looking into social value. And, the element of using local contractors, because that must give whilst it's useful, it
has its complications.
Yeah, because what
Massively.
if the local contractor perhaps hasn't got the same as good a reputation as one in a neighbouring area? What
we do
happens
try
there?
and self-deliver everything at the moment ourselves.
Right.
Again, it's more profit for us, and
Yeah.
we always can't do that. So we will have to outsource it. But then, if it's a specialised job, if there's not a company within Oldham that do that, then we can't take that onto our social value score, and we can't report it for the TOMS. So we have to find the social value elsewhere. We have to actually pay a subscription to be on the social value portal to upload it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So it depends off the contract value, how much your subscription is. So we have to constantly be in touch with them and say, open as a new line so then we can start reporting on this next job. So we've done Parliament Square, for instance, and we're doing Marketplace. So they'll have their own separate contracts onto the social value portal. We have to open it up and we pay a subscription each year, and it goes off how many contracts you've got going on.
Yeah. What happens if on a contract you've not met that social value that you've that in the original tender you've ticked and said, yeah, we will do.
So you have to match it to the original tender. We've never actually been in that position. I think you'd have to do it, use the monetary value of it then and donate to charity somewhere. I don't know.
So I guess that evidence gathering, it's another admin function within the business.
Definitely.
So you've got to get that systemised as much as possible.
Yes.
So you can prove it. I mean, there must be challenges in proving it as well, or is it?
Yeah, so we've had like companies come in, and obviously AI is massive now. So we can filter it all out and sort it for you, but it's hard work. So the system we've got in place, it's not old school, but it works.
Yeah.
So we think, wow, why?
Yeah, why change something that's working for you?
All the invoices have to get signed off anyway. So we go through every invoice, allocate it to the job number that it's got, and that's when we use Zero for job tracking.
Yeah, that's really interesting because I think that it's one of those areas that people don't really know a great deal about. And so I think to get your insight on that is really useful.
Yeah, it's a massive aspect of tendering.
Yeah.
But as I said, there's 3 workshops you can go on. It just helps. The best thing to do is just track what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because the people at Social Value Portal will only come back and say, you've done this or you've double counted on this. And just them 3 little courses as well will help you make sure you don't double count on your markings. Because you might put it as a monetary value and you might put it down further else as volunteering value or a time value, and you double bubbling and you're not allowed to do that. And they will pull you on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even with, that's in the tender stage as well. So you have to make sure you've got a social value portal set up. So when you're tendering for local authorities, you have to make sure you do the tender in the actual social value portal, export that, and then input it onto your tender. And then with the local authority, they can open your tender pack in the social value portal just to know that things haven't been double counted and bits like that.
So if you were talking to somebody who was just starting out,
yeah,
and you think, okay, what do I know now that I wish I knew then? What would that be in this whole in the sort of the social value process?
One, research your suppliers and your contractors in your area, see if you can fulfil that commitment. And then the tracking side of it, use your softwares that the accountants can help you with. And anything else, is obviously these days, more stuff will come out with the AI. Anything that can help you track it, so then you can report it yourself. And I know our social value officer, he's been onto like 3 courses for like using TOMs and stuff. And as well, like I know the Growth Hub, Business Growth Hub, they'd help you tender for social value aspect of it because it's that big now.
Yeah.
So he's been on one of them as well. Just like Anthony and Mick will do the majority of the tender. I'll do bits of it for the accounting side of it.
Yeah.
And the HR, health and safety will still do his little bit. But then JD, who is our social value officer, he has a big part of it. So he does it himself. And he went on this course and it showed him what the specific criteria they look for on the social value element. So like, and that was a free course from the Growth Hub.
And do the local authorities then publish the amount of social value that's been delivered back in, say, for Oldham? Is all this stuff just being done and put in a box? Or is it reported on at a higher level? So that
it is, but I don't think it's published as well as it should be.
Yeah.
So they do look at it. So
we don't always know about this, do we? This is unless it comes out in a report, which might not, maybe it only interests accountants. I don't know.
I was just thinking then, as an accountant, that well, you could have a business that's got a trading office in Oldham,
but
the registered, not Oldham, let's say Stockport, but the registered office is Oldham. Would they get away with? You know what? If their postcode's on their invoice as the registered address, how would they know?
We have it, so it goes off leases and stuff like that. So you have to show like proof of payment and things.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have an office in the town centre.
I was just thinking, then people would cotton onto that and just say, we'll just change our registered office to into
Oldham. So it goes off like site offices and stuff like that. So we've got a site office in the town centre. So we have to pay rent for that and gas and electric, and our head office is in Oldham as well, which helps. Double bubble. But
your accountant's in Oldham as well.
Yeah. But if we had to go to Rochdale, for instance, we would then set up a site office there, whether it's in a building or an actual static cabin. So it's an expense and it can get put through social value that way.
But I guess the practicalities of having a site office near the site is also useful.
It's a win-win,
So it's not just a tick box exercise. That it's actually a useful thing,
and it helps if you try and get a site cabin from somebody in that area as well. If you're hiring it, and then it's from that area, you're paying it from. So, like for instance, if we got a tender in Bury and we hired off Garrick, which are a hire company. It's again with suppliers. A price comes into it a lot, so we try and use a lot of local suppliers for all our building stuff. But you can't always get them. Like we've had to order stuff from Germany once because there was nowhere in the country that has it.
Right. Another of the major challenges of the construction industry, I guess, isn't
this
it?
Is it,
yeah. If you were working in a neighbouring authority, local authority, how do they look at that? Because you're an Oldham-based business.
So this is the kind of problem we're having at the moment. A lot of it goes off your staff as well, where we have to put an actual postcode in to say where the staff are based.
Okay.
If we go into tender in Tameside, for instance, I think that we only have like 2 members of staff who actually live in Tameside. So this is the problem we're trying to have with like the councils and stuff. We can't then go and sack all our staff who are in Oldham because now we've got a new framework in Tameside. Yeah. We can't just employ from Tameside. It is hard to juggle it around.
Yeah.
Last time Tameside changed it where the social value element wasn't just Tameside. They let you use the whole of Greater Manchester. So it opened the horizon for us. So it was covered on that. But when you've got tenders where it's just specific to that local authority, it's hard because you don't want to upstick and move to somewhere else.
I guess it comes back to availability of resource, doesn't it? Of the people who can do the work.
Yeah.
There's some studies recently about the number of young people who aren't in education or work, so not being paid or.
Yeah.
And I think it's been driven by the reduction. I think I saw a statistic that the number of apprenticeships has dropped by 46%.
It was on the news that as well a couple of weeks ago because I remember seeing that and being quite shocked because years ago it used to be really high, the apprenticeship rates, weren't they?
Yeah,
I went to the college last week and they had an apprenticeship, like a showcase day.
Oh, they're doing it. Is it 100?
100 apprentices in 100 days.
That's right, 100 apprentices in 100 days, yeah.
They teamed up with Oldham Council to do it, which is a great idea, but there's not enough employers on board to do it. That was the major problem that they was trying to find. It's doable, but the employers have to get on board with it.
Yeah.
And they were talking about all the incentives you can get from it and back from it. Like before we took our apprentice on, we didn't know the full incentives you could get back from taking an apprentice on. We knew we could get money back through CITB levy, but we didn't know the extras you could get back from the actual college itself. I think T-levels and apprentices is the way forward. Learning on the job.
I do, absolutely, yeah. I think one of the things that's stopped employers over the last few years has been the minimum wage.
Yes.
Increasing.
Yeah.
Which has meant that you've got somebody with no experience on an apprenticeship being paid the same rate as somebody who's time served.
Yeah.
Potentially. And I think that's contributed to it.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's probably up to national government to do a little bit as well
and help out.
Yeah.
It's hard because if you look at the rises in minimum wage now, it's even with your existing employees to try and keep that difference between management and a labourer. Like obviously the labourers, for instance, if they're on minimum wage, then the management might only be on £2 more.
Yeah.
You can't move everybody up the same percentage. Slowly people are catching up.
Yes.
And it's not just construction, it's across the whole industry everywhere.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
People are catching up and they think, well, why should I be doing my management role for an extra 50p when I can be an assistant manager for 50p less and
or
not
I could
have
go
all that
back to labouring
responsibility.
and have less stress or whatever.
Yeah. I guess it's up to us as employers to find ways of creating those opportunities.
Yeah, definitely.
Which then gives that pipeline. And if there are untapped incentives, then
we've got like a training manager who like runs it all and looks after all our training. So she tries and finds different courses we can put the lads on to excel them themselves. And we always say to the lads, like, don't wait for us to come to you to say, do you want to progress? Come to us and tell us what you want to do. For instance, if you want to just do paving specifically instead of doing drainage, or if you want to learn how to use an excavator, we can put you on that training. Obviously, if you put your commitment into us, we'll put it back into you.
Yeah.
You've got to be like that with them. Otherwise, they will jump ship. You've got to look after your staff.
I suppose it's the type of role that they're in as well, isn't it? Where there's lots of other companies in and around the area that do a similar thing.
Yeah. It is too easy to jump ship.
Is that one of the criteria that you would get in a tender document, in a social impact statement? Number of apprenticeships and apprentices?
Yes, yeah.
Is it specifically just employment creation?
It's both. The apprentices, obviously they ask you how many you've got. They ask you also how many T-levels you take on as well as a commitment, because obviously that goes after time value and we have to give our time to this T-level for X amount of weeks to help them. And at the end of it, there's no really value to us. But the value to us is we've give this learner this experience and these values of what the working world is like.
Well, thanks for joining us, Zack. I've probably learnt quite a bit more about social value now.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, hopefully I'll never work in construction though, because I don't really fancy doing that myself.
It is a minefield sometimes.
But if there's anything of any interest, get in touch through our website, jamescott.com. I'll see you next time.